Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal. Today to show you a 4-bedroom village house with a back garden for you to enjoy your barbecue, eventually do your veggie garden with some fruit trees, orange trees and 1 or 2 olives, so you can have your own olive oil eventually out of 2 trees. And I'm in Couto dos Correias, Central Portugal, and we are in the council of Idanha-a-Nova. Couto dos Correias itself, it's a very small village, no amenities around. You should drive to get them. In 15 minutes you arrive to Rosmaninhal or even Idanha-a-Nova for you to find your cafe, your restaurant, your supermarket. And half an hour away from here you find also Castelo Branco. And the White House, it's what we are going to see today. Legally there are even 2 habitations with a garage on the end plus the garden on the back. So come along with me, let's check it out. And this is the access road from Idanha or from Castelo Branco, so you will use this access, and we are in the middle of a village which probably has around 20 or 30 houses, not more than that. All houses like this, old barns in stone, even the structure of the house that we are going to see today, they are in stone. This one being one of them, legally, which has an access from the front and other to the back. To the garden, because the garden does accompany all the 2 houses. So on the back we have a nice garden. So this is one which is plastered, but the structure is in stone, in schist or slate. You may call it different things. And if eventually, if you want to have a feature wall or have an exposed stone wall, you should of course take this plaster off. Over there we have the electricity meter, of course it's connected. And this part here, where indeed we have the stone exposed with a little splashing of cement and painted white, starts the second house. They, besides being together, you cannot go from one to another, you must go outside to enter the other one. Because at the moment this is used as the bedroom area, and this one is used as the living room and kitchen area, which is big as you can imagine. This is the entry, and then we will find another access to the back garden again. And still on the side, we have this big garage. It's quite nice, which leads till here, but just to show you the environment around, it continues on. A lot of these houses have been renovated. There's even a big Airbnb on the village, just 100 meters down the road. So that white plaster house at the end, just there, it's a big Airbnb. It works very well from what I'm told. So eventually if you receive family or friends and they don't want to stay here, yeah, they can be just there, no problem. So all of the structure of the roofs are in wood. Those are in good condition. I'll show you inside. And this one also, it's the garage, but it has some metal sheets on top to prevent some water leaking in. So eventually could be an investment for the future to upgrade this. And even eventually higher a little bit the gate, because it's kind of short. A normal car could easily come in, no problem there. The width of the gate, no problem also. But yeah, eventually if you could or want to get in with a bigger car, you should put this a little bit up. And this is the inside. So this is a holiday home basically, but they are of some age that they are reaching. They don't come that often as they used to, and that's the reason why it's being sold. Virtually everything that you will see will stay with the sale. I'm talking tools, I'm talking furniture inside the house. So all of it will stay. So the property has 2 bathrooms. One just here on the garage. Well, it's a full bathroom. So you have the base shower there, the toilet and the sink just there. I'm sorry I didn't put the lid down. I usually do. Forgot this time. And from more or less the corner In useful space, I believe it's 41 square meters that I just measured, but I'll put on the description the measurements of each room. I believe it's better for you to have a better perspective. And from this corner, so yeah, your hobby, regardless of what it may be, can perfectly fit here. Even if you have those trains, okay, you can put them here. But if you like your tools, yeah, this can very well be a good playground. And storage, of course. So very well, let's continue on. And this is the view, of course, in front. Quite amazing. You see some sheep at the distance, some farming sounds, quite nice. So let's use this entry, but by the way, let me explain you that water meter is there, so you do have water and electricity connections already made. Regarding sewage, which the village has, this bathroom is indeed connected, and I believe you see where they cut the road, is indeed connected to the public sewage. The other one is not, but I'll explain you later on how it works. So you have gutters in front of at the end of the roof, which prevents a lot of water leaking into the houses. This usually, it's mainly the problem that people have in regards to damping and rising damps on the walls. And this is the main room of the house. Bear with me, it's a little bit full of bits and bulbs. This is used for almost 40 years now. This is the cooking area. And the living space area, just there, which we have a nice fireplace. And the roof, it's in wood, the structure, as I told you. But many years ago, they've sprayed it with this insulating foam to have a little bit more comfort. And they told me that indeed it worked, and it's amazing the temperature that they can create here, even using just the fireplace during the winter. During the summer, of course, you open a little bit of the two doors and the room breathes, or eventually, because this is hot summer here, it reaches 40 a couple of days even, you can install a AC unit. So, a little bit of cabinets here, you could eventually upgrade them, no problem, but all of those cabinets that you see, the dining table, all of these furnitures, eventually even the collection of keys, okay, they will stay. Virtually, they will take some personal items, and there are 3 appliances which they will take, which is this fridge, it will not stay, that washing machine, which will not stay, the oven will stay, the dishwashing machine will stay, the electric cylinder to warm up the water will stay, which runs on electricity, and this freezer here will also not stay. So 3 pieces just that the lady wants. Other than that, all pieces, even these decoration pieces, will stay with the sale. And here we have an amazing open fireplace. You can even cook in there if you want to, why not? And it has a very rustic look into it. As you can see, all exposed stone walls all around us, so quite nice. Natural light, it comes from this door, which is completely covered, but if you want to change and upgrade it, you can use a glass one. And that one already has some glass, but I don't think it gives a lot of light in, but eventually you could upgrade this into a more modern one and put a big glass, even frosted glass, to allow sun to get in and to have your own privacy, of course. Very well. So from here we go outside to the back garden. We have a little step just there, like 15 centimeters, not more than that. And the height, by the way, this is me with my 186, okay, centimeters. So it's a little bit short, and old houses like this usually are like this. So eventually you could, or not, depending on your height, to cut it a little bit higher, like 2 meters, which is the normal height for doors. And whenever you upgrade the door, they already install it with a new height of 2 meters. Very well. Continue on. Outside, this is your view. It's always nice when you have a back patio with some greenery on it. So on the left we have this left wall, creating the limit, and all around it, it's walled up like this. It makes like a square, a rectangle. We have a chicken coop at the moment with some pigeons. We have the back wall, we have the fruit trees and the olive tree, which now that I see it's only one olive tree, okay. Outside bathroom, not an inside one, and there we will enter on the other house. We have a covered place here. Eventually when it is raining, it's nice to chill out outside, and with the gutters also preventing that one exiting doesn't get wet out of the water coming from the roof. So all of this part here is all of this floor. It has some shingles, some plastics, just to prevent the grass from going up. But I can imagine it needs a little bit of attention. I would remove all of this and even or pave it or gravel it. Yeah, I would have to think it over, but to create a clean surface eventually, to have a garden patch at the end, for example. So ideas. We have toilets there with a view, but they are not in working conditions. They're just sitting there. And coming more or less till the end, which ends there on the back of this room. This is the pigeon house. There are some pigeons there at the moment. A chicken coop just there. And from here, this is the view. Those orange trees are yours. And the house just there. 1 and 2, because the garage goes to that side. So the back of the garage doesn't go to our garden. And when reaching closer, this is what we have. The exit, the house is there. So yes, some work needed here on this back garden to create your style, of course, and the way you may want it. So here at the end we have a small tank, a water deposit, which the water comes from collection out of the rainwaters using this gutter. So a rainy day, it's enough. This is not big, it's like 2 cubic meters. It will fill this immediately, so you can have eventually your veggie garden, because the only water available here is mains water. And here, reaching this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 orange trees, veggie patch, and the olive tree. All pruned, all nice, attended. I don't know if you can hear the bees working, a lot of them. This is flowering now. There's a small gate at the end, which the back neighbor allows you to come with the truck and eventually deliver wood or deliver any materials you may need. It's an agreement, not legal one. It's a gentleman's agreement, not more. So that door is solely for that purpose. There's a good paved passage here, quite beautiful. And the tank here. So this part is paved, as I told you. Over there, again, to prevent the grass from growing a lot, because it does. It has this membrane, this plastic, to prevent it from overgrowing too much. And of course, you have water connections here, mains water, again. And there we will enter the bedroom area, or the second habitation, because they are legally 2 habitations. So when you buy this property, you are buying 2 habitations. And from here we exited there and we circle around. So all of this. And it ends here at this wall. The next door neighbor, which I met already, it's a nice guy, also for a holiday home. It's much lower, so you have all of this view to the next village, which is Cegonhas, just there, which does have a small cafe, but other than that, for groceries and that, you need to pick your car and make those 15-20 kilometers. Both Idanha, Rosmaninhal, Castelo Branco, a little bit distance than that, but yeah, you do have those options. So, outside bathroom, which is, it's a full one. We do have a window just there, Bathtub, bidet, toilet and sink just there. Let me go in. It's a small one, but for you to have an idea of what it is. And so I told you that the other bathroom is connected to main sewage. Not this one. This is an old one. And when they connected the other one, I don't know if they forgot it or... So we have a septic tank beneath here the bathroom, which is open, so it's leaking to the ground. And they are here for almost 40 years, and they never had any problem, so it sinks in. Of course, they don't put paper and those other things. They just flush it and yeah, it's working. But again, if you want to upgrade it, you can connect to main sewage, no problem. You need to do the work, of course, to connect it outside, and the city hall will come and make the connection. Now, let's go into the bedroom area, or the second habitation. So we have this landing area, staircase going up to a living room in 2 bedrooms. In here, straight on our right, we have a first bedroom. It's small, it has almost 6 square meters, with that window to the back. The floor on the bedroom is just cement. Here we do have mosaics. And from here, remember I told you about the height? Let me turn you around. So 186, and I do touch it, and on the bedroom the same thing. So eventually, if you want to level the height, you can, to put it with those 2 meters. And so here we are almost in the front of the house. So this is the room, which is again another landing area when you, or if you use that door over there, which leads to the street, which at the moment half bedroom, half living room. So it's a second space that you can decide what you may want to do with this. This is the electricity board. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah, just there. And from here, it's connected to the rest of the house. This part here is the only room which has a cement ceiling with cement beams, concrete. Everything else is in wood, but in good shape. No problem there. And yet another bedroom, so a second one, a little bit bigger than the other one, with a front window outside, which is there. I believe you understand the thickness of these walls, okay, like 70 or 80. These are even thicker than most. Upgrade that window for comfort, of course. And as I told you, the wood structure is amazing, amazing. So we have that landing area, this landing area, and 2 bedrooms on this side. And from here, and by the way, there's someone here. Hi guys. From here we go up. So we have 2 bedrooms to the front, and let us call this a living space or a corridor. This corridor has 16 square meters. It's completely finished in wood, quite nice, quite clean. And the 2 bedrooms to the front. And this is the one on top of the entry, which has a cemented floor. I don't know why they did this at that point, but yeah, it's done. So this is a 3rd bedroom. I don't want to call this a bedroom because you should pass to this to go to the other one, or the other ones. So I'm considering 4 bedrooms here, but of course the use you give to it, it's really up to you. And you have natural light to the front. And remembering that all the furniture, everything will stay, besides some, of course, personal items, pictures and so on. So we have several living spaces or several different uses. I believe you can do to this, and I always find this guy again. How are you? Let's go down, and let me get back to the front just for us to remember now from the outside. I believe you'll perfectly understand it. So, fruit trees, bathroom. We have some steps here because the levels are a bit different. So this is a little bit higher than that level just there. Here we enter the kitchen, or the second habitation, what you may want to call it. And again, when living, we do have a nice view, road coming in and out the village, which does continue on, of course. And yeah, I'm sure by now you start to understand. So to this side, we have a bedroom in that landing area or living room, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and to the back, a bedroom on the ground floor, another landing area, and that corridor that I called on the first story. This second habitation, living room and kitchen area with an amazing fireplace, the chimney which is there, and the nice garage. It's a big one, all right, for you to store your things. And this is it, guys. Hope you like it. It's available, of course. I'll leave a full description, the best I can, below the video. Has all, also with my contact details. So, any questions, I'll be available for you. See you next time. Bye-bye. Cheers.